now be learning how to bake our sourdough bread in a Dutch oven. So for the purpose of this, I have a round sourdough already ready to go. Why the Dutch oven is very good for beginner sourdough bakers is because the pot itself with the lid on is self-steaming. You do not need to add any liquid into your oven because the pot is going to hold all the steam inside. Halfway through, you will need to remove that lid for your dough to go into the second part of the baking, which is with dry heat. So do set a timer for halfway through the bake time so that you do remember to remove the lid. For the Dutch oven, make sure that you have preheated your oven to the hottest it can go. We are using fan ovens, so 230 degrees, and I would say at least 45 minutes to an hour beforehand to make sure that that pot is nice and hot. To make it a bit safer for yourself, loading your bread into your Dutch oven, I would suggest cutting a piece of parchment paper like this, so that once the bread is on, you can easily load it in nice and safe. What you will do is support the loaf onto that piece of parchment paper or greaseproof paper, just like that. Set it aside. Using your razor blade, we're going to be scoring in a square shape. Same rule as before, 45-degree angle. Make sure you're using the front tip of your blade, nice and confident. We're going to do a nice square. If you want, you can put a little cross in the middle like that. Check there are no catching areas. Perfect. At this stage, I can now get my Dutch oven out of the oven and load up my bread. Make sure that you safely drop your bread inside, like that. Glove back on. Lid goes on, and we go straight into our oven again. We can now set a timer for 20 minutes, so that's halfway through the bake, and we can safely remove the lid. Our timer has just gone off for our Dutch oven. I'm going to be removing the lid. Just so we can all see how we are looking, this is halfway through the bake. You can see there's a very good rise, and the score and the steam are working together as a team to make sure we have a nice lift on that loaf. Straight away, back in the oven, no lid, and that will be now the dry element on the bake. We're going to add another timer, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your preference of color. For me personally, I like quite a dark color, so I'll put 20 minutes. However, for you, if you want 15 minutes, that's also okay.